Hello guys, my name is Novita Sarina Baban. Today I would like to explain about the emerging of new words. Language is evolving. Language grows and continuously adapts, evolving as we came up with better words that reflects our society and our culture. In particular, it mirrors that complexity with which our lives intertwine with technology. When our technology evolves quicker than ever before, so too does our language. Because as with technology, we strive to optimize language so we can communicate complex ideas with the minimal amount of ambiguity in the most efficient way. How words are newly made. Words don't enter our language fully formed in their final state. The sense of the word itself evolves over time, changing our understanding and perceptions of a term. Many experts believe the amount of technical vocabulary and slang we use in everyday our life is currently growing faster than ever before. With roughly half of the world's population now connected to the internet, we see massively increased level of communication. All new words are created by some of mechanism. First, derivation. The commonest method of creating a new word is to add a prefix and suffix to an existing one. 2. Backformation. The inverse of the above is the creation of a new root word by the removal of phantom affix. The noun sleaze, for example, was backformed from sleazy. The logic of forming these words often follows established patterns of grammar and word structure, making them fairly predictable in their creation. The turning of an affix into a word, such as ISM, ology, or thing, but it's really just a type of back formation. 3. Compounding. This compounding is compound words begin life as separate entities, then get hit with a hyphen and eventually become a single unit. A compound is a phrase word or expression made up of two more or more independent words, like office ghost, tram stamp, breakup, daddy, or big seat driver. 4 is about repurposing, taking a word from one context and applying it to another. Thus, the crane meaning lifting machine got its name from the long-necked bird, and the computer mouse was named after the long-tailed animal. 5 is conversion, taking a word from one word class and transplanting it to another. By this process, new words are formed by changing the grammatical functions of old words. such as turning nouns into verb or verbing. For example, accessorize, party, gaslight. Much like back formation, the formation of these words tends to emphasize non-grammatical conversation. Conventions. And next one is eponyms. Eponyms is words named after a person or place. 7 is about abbreviations. An increasingly popular method. There are 3 main subtypes like clippings, acronyms, and initially. Some words that you might not have known start out longer are pram or perambulator, taxi or tap, goodbye or God be with you. And the next one is about loan words. Foreign speakers often complain that their language is being overrun with borrowing from English. But this fact is English itself is a voracious word thief. And the next, onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. The creation of a word by imitation of the sounds it is supposed to make, like plop or barf, bunch, and etc. This is the all originate this way. The next one is reduplication. Reduplication or repetition. This is a sum of a word or sound. To this method, we owe the likes of flip-flop or goody, boo-boo, helter, skelter, and picnic. So this came to us via a contraction of will he. I think that's about the reduplication. And the next one is about nouns word. Words pulled out of the air, bearing little relations to any existing form. And the next one is about error. We common with those misspellings, mishearings, and mispronunciations, and then mistranscriptions. Rarely produce new words in their own right, but often will lead to new form in conjunction with another mechanism, such as scramble, for example, seems to have originated as a variant of Scrabble, but over time the two forms have taken on different meanings, so one word has now become two. Why do humans keep creating words? Humans are continually creating new expressions and novel utterances by manipulating their linguistic resources to describe new objects and situations. This property is described as productivity or creativity, and it is like to fake the potential number of utterances any human's language in infinite. The communication system of other creatures do not appear to have this type of flexibility. And ideas, words, and phrases are being generated and circulate at a staggering rate. Previously, it took years for specialized language to make the transition from developer to the general public. According to the Global Language Monitor, around 5,400 new words are created every year. It's only the 1,000th or so deemed to be in the sufficiently widespread use to make it into print. If our knowledge of the is limited, we have a rather fuller understanding of how we can understand some new words. How meanings is involved. We are all necessarily interested in meaning, right? So we wonder the meaning of a new word. Sometimes we are not sure about the message we should get from something we read or what we hear, and we are concerned about getting our own messages across to others. And then we have to know to combine the vocabulary items into utterances that will carry meanings for others, and we have to grasp the meanings of complex utterances that the others produce. And before I explain about types of principle for Indonesian new words, previously with this goes the knowledge of how to pronounce words and utterances and how to recognize the pronunciation of words and utterances produced by others. So for every word that that the speakers know for production or recognize them, they must know the pronunciation, how it fits into various utterances, and what it means. So for these types, we know about this how the principle do Indonesian new words form. Knowledge of the process of create new words or entries make it helpful to form the new English term as translation of the foreign language, or at least to understand how an Indonesian equivalent is formed from the original language. So, a word forming process that takes on the new meanings from the root can be done in three ways. Number one is about an affix or relapse. It is like Indonesian language berdamai or peace, and the second is reduplication or repetition. Before this slide, I have already explained about this one. And for reduplication, for example, is abu-abu, and composition or flair like kitchen child, crazy, and well. So for affix or prefix is a morpheme or bound form used to form neologism, used to be grouped by displacement of the root. Over half of the words in our language have been formed by adding prefixes and suffixes to root words. Recent coinage of this type include semi-celebrity, subprime, and Facebookable. Reduplication. Reduplication is a linguistic phenomenon in the repetition of word or word element, forming a new word that can alter the basic meaning in English. Replication is often made by adding a dash. The last one is about composition. So many entries are formed through the process of building in Indonesia. Before this slide I explain, I would like to give you a new word for this year, and this is some of the example new words what I have read and what I have here. New words from technology. Maybe some of you have or usually used the online shopping online, and maybe you are get this new this word. Number one is about micro target. Micro target, it means to direct tailored advertisements and political message, etc. at the people based on the detailed information about them, such as what they buy, what they watch, or what they respond to and on a website. The second is deepfake. Deepfake is an image or recording that has been convincingly altered and manipulated to mispresent someone as doing or saying something that was not actually done or said. And the last one is about slow work. Slow work is to delay or prevent the progress of something by acting in a deliberately slow manner. So in Indonesia are perhaps the most prolific user of portmanteaus in the world. So what is a portmanteau? The chances are you are familiar with the concept but never knew there was a specific word phenomenon. Or A portmanteau or pronounce is if the how to pronounce the new word. In fact, most new words are actually old words in different forms or with fresh functions. We often think about word formation as something that happened centuries ago, but in fact, it's something that continues to this day. So here are a few examples in the ever-evolving in Bahasa Indonesia. Maybe you have read this one, but I want to read this example. Kijang is kerjasama Indonesia-Jepang atau Indonesia and Japan cooperation. Mafia is Matematika, Fisika, Kimia, or Math, Physics, and Chemistry, three schools that are often related. Ropang is roti panggang or toast bread. So I think that's all. I really thanks because you have watched my video. Thank you. God bless you.